Hello and welcome to Sankey Tank. Look at this beautiful lake in Malleshwaram, in Bengaluru, one of those few places where there's lung space, where there's water, a living lake and lots of trees. Now over there, very close to the lake, you see that large group of trees there. Well, what people are worried about is that a apartment complex, luxury apartment complex is being planned actually there. And this is causing a lot of concern to people, a lot of concern who've turned out here to express their concern here at the park adjoining Sankey Tank. Now, what is all this about? This is about opposition to that apartment. The builders, monthly developers insist that they have all the clearances and that they will take care of the environment. The public is not so sure. Let's find out a bit more. A lake, plenty of trees. This area around Sankey Tank in Malleshwaram is like a glimpse into Bengaluru's past. And residents are frightened that with plans for luxury apartments here, it will indeed soon only be a memory.
The nesting places of the birds will be gone. There will be sewage contamination of the lake.
They take actions very belatedly after 30 years and 40 years, demolishing houses, etc. One has to start right at the beginning to see that no encroachment happens, particularly close to the lake beds. And this is going to hurt the ecology of the lake, as well as the underground water system and flora and fauna.
If we do not take care of the lakes and prevent encroachment from happening, we'll find that one day we will have to evacuate from Bangalore. It will be a dead city. And this will happen in the next 50 years. So it is our responsibility to make sure that the lakes survive well, and that there is no encroachment into all from the catchment area to the lake bed.
It is not just the sentiment of morning walkers. There are concerns over what this construction would mean for this water body.
If you start constructing buildings across in the vicinity of the lake bed, you are destroying the watershed area, the catchment area of the lake. Water will not flow freely. And if you are encroaching and constructing things, you are paving the whole area, and water will not percolate into the groundwater, which will eventually feed the lake. So you are blocking all the ways of water entering into the lake. That is one of the biggest problems.
The state government tried to reclaim the land through legal means but failed. The builders, monthly developers, point out they have all the required legal clearances. Their official response to NDTV was, property developments don't essentially disturb the ecosystem of the lake. Even builders are conscious about environmental preservation. Also, our project will have a sewage treatment plant.
We will definitely look at all the legal options available to us, including approaching the Supreme Court and High Court writ review.
Bengaluru has plenty of apartment buildings. Trees and lakes? Not as many as there used to be, not as many as it should have. The developers who want to put up luxury apartments here say they have all the paperwork required, they have all the legal permissions. But residents here are concerned about what this would mean for Sankey Tank itself and how it would affect the entire area. Their hearts are saying no. With Lakshmi Shivadas, Maya Sharma in Bengaluru for NDTV. So clearly a standoff here in Bengaluru, in Malleshwaram, over this beautiful Sankey Tank and proposed commercial complex coming up just close by. Developers assuring NDTV that they will take care, that they have a sewage treatment plant, that there will be no problem. But let's just talk to some young scientists here. Now, you're from the Indian Institute of Science. You've studied this lake. Yeah. Is there a problem if apartment complexes come up this close to a lake?
Yeah, definitely. There will be a huge problem because there is a lots of diversity of birds are there. So if building comes, the trees will be cut down and the bird diversity will also come down. And also the hydrological regimity will be affected. The quality of the water and also the underground water quality, all regarding the water quality, everything will be affected.
They've promised though that they will set up a sewage treatment plant, that they will take care of the lake. Will it still be harmful if these apartments come up?
Yeah, the construction should not come up here because in IIC we already studied the Dr. T.V. Ramchandra and group. In 2004, the ecological impact assessment of the proposed building activities.
It would be harmful.
Yes, we are explained all the things. The construction activity, the Sankey Tank.
Generally, it would be harmful then if some construction were to come in. Now we have some agitated residents here. You're with Nama Bengaluru Foundation, and residents here, people who walk here, I think, every day. Mantri promises they will take care of the environment.
Well, firstly, there's a larger issue beyond just Mantri assuring that they'll do a do-goody job of this. Firstly, how did the forest land get alienated? Right? Forest Department has raised some valid objections. However, the High Court has chosen to not look into those instances. So I think legally there is still a case to be taken into.
There is still a case. You still plan to. You're a lawyer. You're representing this group. Do you still plan to move forward with this? High Court has said Mantri has no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you plan to do?
We plan to file a PIL, a public interest litigation, questioning the propriety under which morality of the government transferring a forest land to a private builder. And in case this is allowed, then why not to others? You just go ahead and allow it to everybody.
And this is ironically just next to the Forest Department offices, which are just there. But the government did go to court. They did try to get the forest land back. Do you feel now that it's a battle lost?
Yeah, definitely we are going to take back. We are not allowing to construct any building over there.
I don't think they have represented the case.
The government did not do enough.
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, so many open points are still there. And they had no business in the first instance to sell the 4.9 acres. And later on this 1.1 acre came into picture. So I think the legality, the first legality of government transferring the land to a private builder or
So that initial question, years ago this happened. This forest land was sold to a company which then sold it to Mantri. This happened years ago. Isn't it all over and done? Is there still a fight that you hope to make?
We won't give it up. This is land that belongs to the government, which means it belongs to the people. We hardly have any open space in Malleshwaram, in and around Malleshwaram, and it's not for building more apartments. I think we have enough and more apartments, and the population per area is very high in Malleshwaram and surrounding areas, Rajaji Nagar. We don't have open spaces, we don't have lung spaces. We cannot afford to lose the little that we have. Mantri wants to build it, or any builder wants to build it. Let them go outside and build a heaven there, not here.
Okay, so
Destroy our heaven.
Don't destroy our heaven. That's the appeal of the people here in Malaysia, people who come out here, who use this place for walking. They don't want construction so close to the Sankey Tank. They're scared of what it'll do to the environment, what it will do here. Mantri, of course, assuring us that they will take care of the environment. But believe me, this is a battle that has only just begun. More after a short break.